God, do you know?
God, do you know what you are? God, do you know what you are?
God, do you know?
Peace and Black Power, family. Welcome back to Harlem Liberation School on YouTube. Today we're diving into a crucial period of American history that doesn't get nearly enough attention. We're talking about the Reconstruction Era. We will describe this period, explain its impact on Black people, and outline 4 important lessons we should take from this important time in our history. Before we get into it, let me remind everyone, thousands of people are watching and relatively only 5% of the people are subscribing. Please help us out. Continue pushing this life-saving, nation-building, Black empowerment work. Subscribe, family, and also like, share, and comment. Thank you. Let's set the scene. The Civil War, fought primarily over slavery, devastated America from 1861 to 1865. Up to 750,000 people died. Across the South, where most Civil War battles were fought, roads, railroads, and farms were destroyed. Factories, businesses, churches, schools, and bridges were demolished. When the Union won, the country faced a huge task of rebuilding, or reconstruction. This wasn't just about physical reconstruction, but reimagining what America would be. For the first time, formal slavery ended. Racial barriers to Black economic and political power were eliminated. Black people could vote, run for office, and even attend school. The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments passed, which changed the legal status of Black Americans. Slavery was prohibited, Black people were given citizenship, and Black men were given the right to vote. And with these barriers temporarily removed, watch what happened. Black communities built churches and businesses. We voted and ran for elected positions. In fact, over 2,000 Black people in America held elected offices during Reconstruction, including 16 members of Congress. Just let that sink in. But what's the lessons we get from this period? Number 1, the importance of Black agency. None of our victories came from anger, complaining, white pity, benevolence, or charity. We earned our progress and victories, and we earned these things through organizing ourselves, planning, building independent institutions, and fighting every step of the way. Approximately 200,000 Black people fought in the Civil War, with 40,000 making the ultimate sacrifice of being killed in that war. Black abolitionists spoke out forcefully against slavery through their speeches and their writings. The Underground Railroad transported countless enslaved people to so-called free states and territories. And let's not forget, enslaved Black people participated in over 250 violent revolts, work slowdowns, and other forms of resistance. Our freedom was not given, it was taken and earned through strategic action, thinking, and sacrifice. Lesson 2. Whenever we've been successful in any historical era, white supremacist forces have created organizations and movements to oppose and destroy us. The Ku Klux Klan wasn't random. It was created in 1865, specifically as a response to the South losing the war and Black people gaining citizenship rights. They lynched Black men, burned churches, and used violence to prevent us from voting and empowering ourselves. Voter suppression tactics emerged. Black codes, which were the forerunners to Jim Crow laws, were enacted to criminalize normal behavior and create new forms of bondage amongst Black people. Our success triggered organized white backlash, and that pattern continues until this day. We can't just celebrate, family. We must anticipate and prepare for racist response to our victories. The third lesson might be the most powerful. When racist barriers are removed, when people aren't hunting us down, keeping us ignorant, and locking us away in prisons, Black people thrive. In fact, some would say that we have advanced and empowered ourselves even in spite of repression. But think about this. The United States is 249 years old. During only 12 years, about 5% of America's existence, have Black people enjoyed anything close to full citizenship. 5%, 12 years out of 249. And in that brief window, we built institutions, gained political power, and advanced economically at remarkable speed. This proves that the issue has never been our capability, our work ethic, or our intelligence. The issue has always been the systemic barriers and brutality deliberately placed in our path. And this brings us to our fourth and perhaps most sobering lesson. Social, political, and economic victories do not last forever. After just 12 years of Reconstruction, the South regained its political power. The Compromise of 1877 effectively ended federal protection of black rights in the South. What followed was another 100 years of state-sanctioned voter repression, anti-black brutality, and segregation under Jim Crow laws. All the progress made, black elected officials, economic advancement, educational opportunities, was systematically dismantled. The same rights guaranteed by those constitutional amendments were subverted through poll taxes, literacy tests, and violent intimidation. But did black people give up? No. We launched 3 successive movements: the Civil Rights Movement, the Black Arts Movement, and the Black Power movements. This teaches us that winning rights on paper isn't enough. Gains must be institutionalized, protected, and expanded. The backlash to Reconstruction wasn't just a temporary setback, it was a century-long campaign to reverse the advancements that we made. And that's a pattern we must recognize and remember. We must stay vigilant. If you like this content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Black Power.